Okay, everyone, get ready. It is time to buckle up for months of uncontrollable chaos, of unmissable drama, full of trauma, full of ecstasy. And as the old song goes, whatever will be at the end of it all. We are very much under starters' orders. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Just about ready to go then, Jim. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, new tactics, new ideas, new faces on and off the pitch, Peter, and how they've blended themselves in. There'll be lots of talking points, but first and foremost, like everyone, I'm delighted the game's back.
The action has already started. And the shot! Tries to dink it through. Turns and goes back. Crossed into the box. Brilliantly cut out. Well, there's always this great sense of excitement when there's a new boss at the club. The pre-match press conference was terrific. First time we really had the chance to hear what he has to say about his ambitions.
Yeah, we're getting a real buzz, aren't we? I think he certainly managed to come across as someone who is very ambitious. I thought he put his points across extremely eloquently
Very well.
in talking about his plans for the future. So now he just needs to get off to a good start.
And it's been played through. And the shot! Cleared without complication. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good foot in there. Some good work on the right flank here. Nicely intercepted. They're not going to make any further progress now. Spread out to the left. Gets good distance on it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Over to the left. Oh, sweet feet. So who's he picking out? Now who's going to be first to this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Well, we're past the turn on opening day and still no breakthrough. And the counter is on. Out to the right.
Cuts out the pass.
Well, they could break here.
No way through, so back it comes.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy.
Chance for a shot!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cracking ball. Played out to the right. That looks a good cross. Carries far too far and out of play. And the changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded
And that is that.
It ends in a draw, neither side able to press for the ultimate winner.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Okay, not the greatest result, Peter, but I honestly don't think there's any real huge change needed. Just fine-tuning here and there, so I really don't think it was the worst result for either.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And already we're underway here.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good spread. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Nice looking ball. It's out for a goal kick. Moved on forwards. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Played out to the right. That is lovely. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And it's played forward. Chance here to counter. And the finish! And it's a goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
No way through, so back it comes. Oh, shooting chance! Chance for a shot! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Out to the right. That has found him in acres of space. Brilliantly cut out. Gets good distance on it.
Yeah, I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
And he cuts out the supply. Cuts out the pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nicely intercepted. Shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Played out to the right. Now that's well seen too. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Hello, hello, check, check, check. Okay.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. The keeper's ball.
comes to the pressure. Clearly not happy with that. And the shot's on here.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Decent chance! And he's done it!
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
check. Okay, check.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
It's a clearance, but not much of one.
Oh, this is a...
And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Can he latch on to this?
And can he finish it?
And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He's going to be disappointed with that. Done delicately.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cleared without complication.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, well measured.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Very much into the last knockings. Well, nicely intercepted. Could move up a gear here. Great work on the overlap.
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy. Well, it's...
And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I certainly enjoyed a really good show of collective effort, both in attack and defence, Peter. I think they had good numbers for the link-up play and attack, and players willing to track back at all times. They were very good.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Salazar. Ece. Main lapis 2.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Moved on forwards, cuts out the pass. Tries a shot! Driven forward. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Ooh, delicate chip through. Looking for a corner. Only partially clear. Oh, nice touch. Tries to get it clear. Oh, it's come loose. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's really well manoeuvred. Gets into some space, and that's aimed into the middle, and that has been cleared. Clears it away. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's had a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those...
And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
That looks a cracking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Great chance!
Wow.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Waduh.
Has a look up.
Waduh, kosong.
He is having a shot!
Fortaleza really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nggak pelanggaran dong.
Out towards the flank. And a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Aim forwards.
Mari pemain masih seger.
This interception, his positioning was spot on.
Nice. Aduh.
Bolton getting this one clear.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
He's found a way through. Great defending. There's the shot!
Okay.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.